Hello students, myself Devesh Singh from LPM Public School. Dear students, this is the video for your chapter What is democracy and why democracy from civics. As in the class you have read this chapter and I also explained you the value of democracy, definition of democracy, some rules of democracy and why it is good for the people. Now, first of all, you have to understand about what is democracy. So, democracy is a form of government where people very freely elect their representative. People has power to elect their representative, and there is a fixed term for this process. That in the case if the representative is not working according to the desire, according to the expectation of the people. At that time, just after the fixed term in the election, people has power to change the representative. So here we have to understand the value of democracy on the three lines of quotation. Democracy is for the people, of the people, and by the people. For the people means democracy is only and only for people. In a democratic country, all the rules, all the regulations, all the laws, all the liberty, liberty for freedom, liberty to equality, liberty to laws and rules, liberty against exploitations, this everything is for people. So it is says that democracy is for the people. Secondly, of the people. Why it is said that of the people? Because of the people means democracy is of the people. It has been maintained in a country just after the just after the people's cooperation. Without people's cooperation, without people's involvement, it is not possible that in a country there will be democracy. So it is said that democracy is of the people. And now the third is by the people. Why it is said by the people? Because because the formation of government, electing of the representative, participate in the voting contest to make a government in the country. This all system is maintained by the people, by the citizen of that particular country. So it is said that democracy is by the people. Okay, I hope this is clear to you students. Now, as here in this chapter, first of all, you have to understand that why in this world there are various type of governments and organizations, and we called some of those that there is democracy, others were described as non-democracy. Now we are living in a country, India. Our country is a democratic country. In our country there are many political parties, many political leaders, and people has power to participate in the voting contest freely. only they have to follow the rules of our constitution. So students, we can say that in a democratic country people has liberty. Recently we have read the chapter French Revolution. In this chapter French Revolution, we uh, read that in a French society, the big population that was related to third state, they were extremely in anger. They started big protest against the monarch, and it was their big demand that at any rate in a French society, the monarchy systems and its power must be reduced, and uh, constitution must be implemented in the country. After the very big protest, finally France became constitutional monarch, and the France government was now divided into three parts: legislature, executive, and judiciary. तो स्टूडेंट, ये पावर होता है आपका डेमोक्रेसी का, कि लोगों को मालूम था कि डेमोक्रेसी में ही उनके अधिकार सुरक्षित रह सकते हैं, वहीं उनके साथ समानता हो सकता है, वहीं उनके साथ जो है फ्रेटर्निटी हो सकती है, इक्वलिटी हो सकती है, फ्रेटर्निटी हो सकती है। इसलिए वहाँ पे लोगों ने डेमोक्रेसी के लिए डिमांड की। यू कैन टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ योर नेबरिंग कंट्री चाइना. In China, there is no democratic country. There is no rule for the citizen to elect the representative. There are only 3,000 members, and they have only power to elect their president. Only 3,000 members, they have power to elect the government. And in country, only there is single party, Chinese Communist Party. But you can say in our country, there is fully liberty. Our political parties, political leaders are free. If there is any problem in our country, people are not agree. At once, our opposition starts to oppose the government in the house, two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And it is also says that in a democratic country, opposition must be very strong, because without strong opposition, the governing party also do not work properly. Okay, now, so students, we have examples of Chile, examples of Poland, examples of Ghana, example of Myanmar. In this country, in the past times, there was no democracy, and their features were common. In these four countries, features were common. In Chile, before and after Pinochet's rule, the condition was very critical. In Poland, after the fall of communist rule, condition was also very critical. And in Ghana, in the early period of Nkrumah's government, there was also very pitiable condition. In Myanmar, last time there was dictatorship, and in the present time, you can search on the Google, you can see also, uh, you can collect information, you can watch the televisions, that in the Myanmar there is a big problem. The army has uh, hand over everything in its hand, and the army general is now there working as a dictator, and all the political parties are underground. They have a lot of fear due to the fright of dictatorship. So, in the non-democratic country, there is no democracy. There is dictatorship. You can say the example of North Korea. You can also take the examples of the last times of Germany when there was a rule of Hitler. You can also take example of 1999 to 2003 when in your neighboring country Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf, a military dictator, turned down the government and become the dictator, the president of Pakistan. It is the history in this world that wherever dictatorship, wherever non-democratic country, their people had great fear. They have no freedom. They are suffering uh, due to pandemic condition, and they are living their life in lack of freedom, in lack of liberty, and all the powers is in the hand of one person who is the dictator there. So here we have to understand that democracy is a good form of government. It provides power to the citizen, as citizen has power to elect their representative. So very easily we can accept that our country is as a democratic country is good, where the basic rules is equal to all of us. We have liberty to raise their voices. We have freedom. We have also equal laws to all of us, and we can also understand it with the Constitution of South Africa, as there was a great struggle uh, against apartheid, as the colored people were discriminated on a large scale. So, in the leading of Nelson Mandela, finally they fought, and finally there was election, and the colored people won the election, and now President Mandela become president there. So finally, you can say that wherever the discrimination, wherever non-democratic country, dictatorship, there is a very coming end for all these rules, and there is only one way, and the way is democracy.